Good evening and welcome to the Peninsula Stadium where Salford City host league leaders Newport County in Sky Bet League 2. A big game in Salford's promotion ambitions, 10 points behind the Exiles. But a win tonight and a win the game in hand will put them just 4 behind, so there's no underestimating the importance of this game. Lays it off for Clarke. Along the ball goes down the right hand side, it's headed in to the middle by Newport, picked up by Henderson. He's got Wilson ahead of him. Hunter arriving at the far post, takes it first time, heads it down and then straight at Townsend, who was well positioned to make the save, but if he's not heading that down, that could be 1-0. Places this down in the quadrants, plenty of amber shirts waiting in the areas. It goes short to the near post, Amon lays it on, and then it comes off the post. I think the shot came from Demetriou. Bennett on the edge of the area, now finds Sheehan on the left, cuts back onto his right. Hunter not letting him get the cross in as it's pulled back for Haynes. Now looks up to the area, sends the ball in from deep, and then it's just in front of number 6, Cooper. Brandon Cooper coming in at the back post. On his right foot, it's the in-swinger, it's up in the air and not clear. Wilson rises, knocks it onto the left-hand side. Then Threlkard on the edge of the area, great control. Wilson heads it down, but Townsend well positioned to gather that one as Tom Sasante closed down. Very consistent performer at this level, though strangely he's never played above League 2. Padraig Amond in England. I think he'll be setting his sights on achieving promotion this year. Been double figures for most of the last few seasons as well, but he seems to have a desire to want to play at Newport. He's had his fair share of offers from higher up the pyramid. And Hunter, who should be playing at a higher level, coming in off the left hand side, dummies the cross and then sends it in at the second time. Wilson gets in behind it, jots for Henderson. It's a good save by Townsend, but Wilson penalised for a foul as he brought the ball down. Here Hunter racing forward on the left hand side. Torres in support, but there's options in the middle as Hunter cuts in onto his right, feeds in Tom Sasante. It's a great ball across the area onto his left. He hits one, parried by Townsend and hat clear by Newport out to this right side.
Yeah, good work from Brandon there. As you say, just a sharp bit of skill and then shifts it nicely onto his left foot, and the strike maybe a little bit too close to Townsend, who did parry it back into the penalty area. It's a shame there was no red shirt there to try and latch onto the end of it.
Hunter, who's got Jason Lowe short if he wants. Imagine this will go straight back in. I notice Ibu Toure is a bit less on corner duty now. Hunter does go short to Lowe, runs round the former Blackburn man, and then gets the cross in himself. It's into a great area again, and it was just in front of Ian Henderson and James Wilson. But a wicked ball in, so it's caught Newport out.
Seen it 3 times in 5 minutes now, Will. That ball across the penalty area, it's been brilliant. The deliveries into the box, they've been there for Salford City. You know, not too much for Salford City to worry about, but more positive if you're a Newport follower. Salford just need to try and make sure that they can perhaps pinch something before the break.
Hunter through to Thomas Sasante, gets free to the top of the area and hits one, but it's another good save from Townsend. Comes to Hunter. There was a lovely move that from Salford.
Brandon Thomas Asante versus Nick Townsend show in the last 20 minutes of this first half, and again another effort from the Salford man, which was well beaten away by the Newport keeper. So he's got the bit between his teeth tonight, back in the side, Brandon.
It's rare that you say his name so few times in a half of football, Tristan Abrahams.
Yeah, he's been anonymous, hasn't he? I mean, I don't want to say too much about him because you know what's going to happen. He's going to pop up with a chance anytime soon, and here he is.
It's a great touch there through for Scott Twine into the area on the left. Took his time, pulled it back. Now Abrahams, and it's off the line by Toure. Well, it so nearly did happen, but Ibu Toure, perfectly positioned, stops the goal. Newport try and set up to defend this. Hunter puts it straight in towards the back stick. It's headed in. It's a wonderful header. And Tom Clarke with his first goal for Salford City right before half-time. A delightful ball in. He came in unmarked at the back stick, and there was nothing that Townsend could do about that one. It's Salford 1, Newport County 0.
Perfect delivery, perfect execution from Salford City. An absolute bullet header from Clarke into the back of the net, and Townsend's kept Newport County in this game so far in this first half. at the Peninsula Stadium, but he couldn't keep that one out, and I don't think many keepers in this division would have kept that one out because it was powered, it was perfect. He timed the run absolutely perfectly, angled towards the penalty spot, and he just nodded it with such power past the goalkeeper, and it gives Salford a deserved lead. We spoke about the delivery into the penalty area from open play. They hadn't quite done it from set pieces, the Ammies, but they've done it now, and they've got the lead, and you have to say they've deserved it, Will.
Hunter now with the corner from the left-hand side, whipped in towards the near post. Looked like a hint of a handball. The referee seeing it. The referee's giving it to Salford City. Have a penalty here. It was far too obvious from the man on the near post.
Well, it came into the near post, as you say, Will, and it didn't really get past the first man, to be perfectly honest with you. It wasn't the best corner that you would have seen today so far. And the referee, in absolutely no doubt, he was in a good position, the referee, Ross Joyce, you have to say. And he was in no doubt whatsoever that the penalty kick was the right decision to give.
He's scored 3. 1 saves up against Nick Townsend, trying to make himself big in that net in front of the West Stand. But Ian Henderson to put Salford further ahead, drills one, Townsend saves it. It's low down to the left-hand side. The goalkeeper anticipated it. Plenty of power, but saved.
No, Hendo, those are the opportunities that you'd be backing him. You'd be putting money on him to find the back of the net from 12 yards. He's done it so often in his career. He did it so many times for Rochdale. Salford just needed that to find the back of the net. That would have given him the cushion, the 2-goal advantage.
Rich Wellens has very much a different idea of what sort of player Ruby Toure can be, but he's always level on level. As regular Salford fans will know, he's stepped up, he's adapted his game, he's changed to what he needed. I remember in the early days John and Byrne using him as a left winger, but he's very much a settled left back and looks in place in League Two. As Thomas Sante here, it's fortunate as he turns, rolls, hits the shot. It's a great save again by Townsend, but it comes to Clarke, hammers it back in, and Townsend again parries it to the left hand side. Ash Hunter's turn this time on the left. He's got support with Toure. He's asked a lot, but Toure gets to Hunter's pass, now forcing Wilmot back, pulls it back for Hunter. Hunter trying to find the ball into the area. Wilson makes a clever run in behind, now turns to the goal line, fires it over, Thomas Sante arriving, diverts it wide off the far post, and a goal kick for Newport. I think the offside flag might be up as well.
What a spell of possession that was for Salford City. Unbelievable, they couldn't really convert it into anything. Yet again, we've said his name 3 or 4 times throughout this commentary. Nick Townsend in the Newport goal. 2 more saves to keep his side within touch and distance in this game.
Cooper back out left to Demetriou. Andrade still waiting to come on down below, but I think there might be another change to come at the same time. Meanwhile, Salford win the ball in the middle. Henderson to Hunter, driving forward in behind for Wilson, looks up, pulls it back across, it's off the post. Townsend was beaten at the near stick, only just, but it's back off the post from James Wilson. It's not much width, so he's going to have to angle his run and launches it towards the near post. It's headed away by Clarke and then work back out to Demetriou on the left. Everyone back defending for Salford at the moment. So the second cross comes in, back stick, and it's off the upright from Scott Bennett, bending away from Václav Hladký, just took it onto the post. One more over to Cooper. Newport pushing bodies forward. Everybody except Townsend in Salford's half as Wilmot cuts inside of Threlkeld here. Onto his right, hits a low shot. Parried away by Hladký. And Bernard whisks it off the feet of Kevin Ellison. Devitt goes short to Wilmot and gets the ball back. Just looking to get the ball rolling here and try and drag Salford out of position. Shifted to the right for Shepherd. The cross comes in from the full-back towards the back stick. A cluster of bodies go down. The referee has blown. And is he given the penalty? Has it been given, or is he given the linesman?
Well, it looks like it might be a penalty the
I
way the
think he's
Salford
given it
players
the
are
way Salford are
remonstrating.
going, but Salford is saying to look at the linesman. And I think the linesman had initially signalled a Salford free kick.
Well, certainly,
He's going over to
bodies
have a
tumbled
word.
everywhere, didn't they, on the far post, Will, before we wait and see what the referee and assistants say. Bodies were tumbling everywhere. Hladký was scrambling at the back post. It was too long, it was
The
beyond him.
referee maintains the decision, though, having spoken to his linesman. Salford not happy with this decision, and Newport, who have been awarded 6 penalties in the league, second only to Cambridge, that's now 7, have a chance for a late equaliser, and perhaps controversially. Up against Sheehan, who does convert it, and Newport get the leveller here at the Peninsula Stadium. Sheehan, it's a good penalty, Salford 1, Newport 1.
Yeah, gutting, absolutely gutting from a Salford City perspective. They've managed to squeeze this game right down to the final exchanges, and I'm not still really sure how that penalty was awarded or what it was for. No doubt Newport bodies did hit the ground. Maybe I've missed something entirely in the affray there, but definitely a well-taken penalty by Josh Sheehan. You can't deny it.
Urged on by referee Ross Joyce now. Liam Shepherd injects the ball towards the back post. It's away by Clarke. And there's the full-time whistle. And it's finished here. Salford 1, Newport 1. And Salford will be aggrieved that it's just the points and not all three.